what I did was I went and bought property because I said I want to get my money away from this stock market because I think it's going to crash. In 2022, it did happen to crash. And some of these indicators are predictable. Right now, people are seeing similar indicators. They believe that there's going to be a decline, but it doesn't mean you take everything out though, because you don't have complete certainty. Nobody knows exactly what it's going to do. That's why I'm still in the market, but I'm preparing, right? So you hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So ultimately, that's what we're going to cover on Wednesday, basically, is specific assets that I believe are going to benefit as JP Morgan drops 1.5 trillion into this space. And I believe part of the reason they're doing it is because they've had conversations with government officials with inside information. It's not a coincidence that you have these politicians that make $250,000 a year, but they end up with $100 million net worth. I don't know anybody, any regular person who has a job making $250,000 a year who's worth $100 million, after doing their job for 10 years, right? It reminds me of when my dad was a cop and he would talk about like those cops in New Orleans and that were making 13,000 a year, but they lived in like $500,000 houses, right? It's because they were doing they were giving police escorts to drug dealers and stuff. It was crazy, but this was happening all throughout the country. So same thing is true here. I believe they've had conversations with insiders that have helped them to, I'm not going to say rig the game completely, because I don't want to be a complete cynic on this, but it's definitely when they make an investment, it ain't like you making an investment. When Warren Buffett places a bet, he's not gambling like you are. You're hoping for the best. You're putting your money in under certain assumptions, assuming that things are gonna. Sometimes he already knows what is gonna happen, so he's getting a chance to front run the situation. So this is where the market does become a little bit rigged. But the thing about it is you still want to be connected because there's ways around that. There's things like that we talked about in financial theory, like signaling. Signaling is where some people just watch what the insiders do and they just copy the insiders, and that's how they get access to money. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. My daughter's hitting me up and she wants to meet me at this is a place called Tivoli. It's like this amusement park ish kind of place, and I told her I'd be done a long time ago. But I just love talking to you guys so much, and I end up just going off longer than I should. So let me go and apologize to her. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Have a great day. God bless you, and the link should be in the chat, and you'll hear from me via text later on. If you're not on the text list for this class, just text that word morning to the number 87948. So text morning to 87948. I will see you soon. Have a great day, and feel free to take that money health checkup. I'll put that in the chat one more time as well if you want to just see where you stand. And then that way you can take it again in 60 days and see if you see progress. I want you to see real progress. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to be about it. You are what you do. Right? Does that make sense? Do we agree? All right. So have a good day, everybody. God bless you. I'll see you soon.